Welcome back to Podnovation. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you how to get guests without having to code email or to waste time. Because they have been there before. I'll go through YouTube, look for people that had YouTube channels and consider them as experts, find their email via YouTube, and then message them. No response. Nobody responds to me, nothing. And so I started wondering what's happening. Is it that they don't use the email or what's going on? And getting guests was hard because now it's for me. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't getting guests. That wasn't what was making me sad. It was the fact that no one was rejecting me. So I was just speaking to the void. At least I wanted someone to verbally say, "Oh, I'm not interested in coming to your show." That itself, it's something that, oh yeah, I'm important enough. It's just like when you're talking and nobody even acknowledges that they see or you even exist. And but then someone out there is like, shut up and stop talking, get out of here. And you're like, wow, thank you. So you do see me, you do acknowledge me. I'm glad you did. Okay, terrible example, but yeah, you understand what I'm saying. So if you're still code emailing podcast guests, you're wasting time, and this is how you should fix it. The platform I use is called Podmatch, and I put the first link in the description, so you can go check it out. It's called Podmatch, and I've used this platform to book over 300 guests across my multiple podcasts, right? I pay about $6 per month for the tool, and I reach guests. Now, I'll tell you how this tool is different from regular tools. For regular tools, you're reaching out to people, hey, be on my podcast. And some of these persons, they've never been on podcast before. They don't even know you, and they don't even know how podcasts work and what the preliminaries should be like. They don't even have the necessary tools or the necessary equipment to, or the softwares or all those things to record an interview with you. And so you hop on the call, you're trying to fix technical issues and all that. And which, of course, we get it. Sometimes not everybody's tech savvy, but it would be nice to have someone who is already in the game. They know what it means to be a podcast guest, and it makes everything seamless for you because now you're not trying to track or coordinate or manage everything. These people really understand what's going on. The second thing is that the people on Podmatch are people who signed up that they want to be on podcast. They want to be podcast guests. So what does that mean? It means that these people, they're warm leads or warm guests. So when you message them, when you reach out to them, they would respond. Now, I did not say they will accept, they would respond. What does that mean? It means that if they tell you yes or no, if they tell you no, it simply means that your show is not the right fit for them. Right. So they don't like want to be on that kind of show. It's not like it has nothing to do with you personally. Right. So let's say someone is a business person and you as a relationship podcast reaches out to them and say, I'd love for you to be on my podcast. I'd love for you to talk about this and talk about that. And like, "No, I really do business podcasts. I don't want to talk about relationship and stuff and all that. I don't want to be on a relationship podcast." And yeah, you get. So because these people are warm, when you reach out to them, they respond to you. I'll give you an example. One of the things the tool has is it's pretty simple to set up. It gives you a one-page document. This is a one-page document for the guest. As a podcast host, you also have a one-page document where people can see what your podcast is all about without you having to explain yourself 50 times. Let me show you what that means. Now, you can join as both a podcast host and a podcast guest, but for now, I've just focused on being just a podcast host. Later in the future, I will upgrade to being a podcast host and guest. So you see, this is my profile for my podcast. These are the reviews I've gotten for so far for the number of guests I've had on my podcast. And you can see some of my episodes. You can see links on my social media platforms. You can see what the podcast is about. And yeah, you can see all these things. So it's easy for people to tell, okay, is this a show I want to be on or not? The other thing is when you look at when you go to the matches section, right? Because it want to behave like Tinder, where it matches you with people that are looking for, like, based on the information you filled in for people you're looking for your podcast, and based on the information they feed in for people they're looking for to be a guest on, it matches and connects you together. And that is you see now. So what I can do is I can decide to say I want to pass this person, or I want to respond maybe later. I want to message him, and then yeah, that's for that. Okay. So for this one, let's say I pin it, right? And then okay, I can pin it and just say save, and I can pass. Would you like to pass this member, right? Okay, and then it will take me to I'll message later, right? And then this is the next person, right? And based on the details I feed in my form, I can message her and say, "Oh, I'd love for you to be a guest on my podcast." And fantastic, they respond and they're like, "Yeah, sure," right? Just to show you the results, and so you know that I'm actually mean what I'm saying is that this I've done 185 interviews. in the span of 2 to 3 months for the podcast. Now, of course, this is a daily podcast, so it makes sense that I should be doing that number because I like to be 2 months ahead in advance. These are 143 guests that actually gave me a review after the interview was completed, right? And then this one is unscheduled, so I'm still trying to like wait for the guests to pick a time so we can lock it in that this is the time we're going to do the interview. The other one is upcoming, right? So these 260 persons that have actually booked a time over the course of 2 to 3 months, and we're going to do an interview. So these are upcoming interviews I have, right? So you see, I have one today, I have another one today, and I have another one today. Okay, no, this time we need to fix. This time is not correct, but I have this guest on this platform, right? And these are estimated episode release. These are interviews I've recorded, and the time and date I've estimated the episodes will be released. So podcasting was hard. I spent a lot of time, but now I have a centralized system where I'm able to manage everything, right? If as at the time when I want to these episodes, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I've done this for this guest already. I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. This guest, I need a profile picture, right? I can grab it from here, or I can scroll down and I can grab any of these photos and use for the profile picture. Right. And I'm like, oh, I'm not sure where his links point out to. The link he gave kind of mentioned that link isn't working on the podcast. I can see his website, I can see his Instagram, Twitter, all his social profiles. Right. And now I don't even have to stress myself. And everything is in centralized location. Is in a centralized location, is in a centralized place. And so you don't have to spend a ton of time now. You can use it as a podcast host, as a podcast guest. Well, since I'm a podcast host and this is my experience, so that's what I'm sharing. So yeah, that's it. Okay, if you like to try out this tool and use it for your podcast, it's about $6 per month. Yeah, it's really really affordable. You can check out the tool with the first link in the description and try it out and see how it is. It's a really supportive community and it's really, really amazing. The tool has been working out for me. So try it out and let me know how it goes. You can use it as a podcast host or podcast guest, or whether you're an agency booking guest or or host for podcast guests, you can use the tool and it gives you a centralized place to uh, um organize everything. So yeah, it's a great tool. If you want me to do a detailed breakdown of the tool and the platform, I'll gladly do that. Yeah, but that's been the tool I've been using for my own podcast interviews and getting guests, and so it's seamless.